beautiful family. How are you all doing? Thank you for the love and the support. So, my beautiful people, today I have a quick one to share with you. One that's the normally say shall never end. So, we want to listen to the interview from the wife of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. In fact, this interview gets phrase one and phrase two. The first phrase is when they ask her about the health condition of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and what she said. Then the second one is when she talk about Simon Ekpa living in Finland. Let's not talk too much. Let's just go straight to the interview, and I'll be right back.
Return, and I kept thinking because as Deacon, I just want to see me and yeah, nothing more getting. And I'm don't do that. Don't do that. So anyway, we chatted. That was before my birthday anyway, so that was the first time we saw him. Then the next week, Monday, we saw him again, and he looked somehow refreshed. So Marcia, you look better today than you looked on Friday. That I was very worried over the weekend. Also, haven't seen him that became. He was able to that he's not slept for weeks.
Mazdan has not slept for weeks.
He was lacking sleep, and that was what was on his face there. And after seeing him that became, that kind of gave him a little bit of soothed, gave him a relief, and he had sleep. He had to sleep a little bit, and then he looked better, but he's still not well. So I don't know if I've answered all the questions, or is there any part that I'm.
Okay, now let us go to the point where he talks about Barrister Aloy Ejimakor.
The person who is leading the team has no regard or respect for me, and if you disregard me and you disrespect me, I cannot force you to respect me. That is not my job. You should have been trained to know to respect your client's wife. So if you have disrespect for me, what I would do is to remove myself from your space. So if you're coming to me, you come to me with respect or nothing. I don't compromise. So I had no need for any legal team to take me or otherwise. But once in a while, if I have anything to pass across, I go through Barrister Maxwell. So amongst all the team, he's the only person who shows me regard. And I reciprocate by nature, whatever color you show me. So that's how I behave. And that's all basically.
Thanks very much, Lola, for that honesty.
Now, this is from the legal team. Now we are going straight to the one for the Biafra Prime Minister, which person of Simon Ekpa. Oh my goodness. Do you want to hear this? Let's go.
Agent provocateurs who claim that they are IPOB and we know they are not.
What is the problem?
Obviously, they've done some damage. How would you assess it from your perspective?
Thank you, Mazi. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for that question. It seems as though you kind of we all work in tandem. Before I proceed, I want to our people. I like to. Imonyundu always says this: if you hold on to something, continue to say it. Continue to say have a strong body, a strong structure, a strong wall, or whatever. Just find a few strategic places. Yeah, and then before you know, boom. The load carrying capacity of that body collapses, and the whole building, yes, already that will come crashing. So the infiltrators try, being in those that they are, trying to strategically drilling holes into some of these places, and they hammer up on that. Now on the impact side of it, they have no impact. Yeah, they damaged stuff, and I will reiterate it once again that the people who decided to go along that route. Well, number one, I've talked about their mental capacity. I will come to that in a bit. Yes. So when Nnamdi Kanu is making his broadcast, there were some certain people who go underneath his broadcast and insult him. Even that or not today. They are the same people playing that nonsense game today, writing rubbish under people's comments or whatever. And I have mentioned what that means in Latin. So it's ad hominem fallacy. It's a psychiatric disorder. When rather than looking at the argument the person is having, the context of the content, or the content rather, you attack the person based on other things. You have a mental problem. That's number one. So back home, what is going on is, and in Mandebanye as well, our people, when they hear that Chukwemeka ni rape Pamoyo, oh, no Papa Moyo, no I said, okay, how much will I get today? So you can with again 50K a day. I said, no, the Papa of a studying group. I'm coming to that as well in a split second. They get money and they give to these people. So these people kidnap for them. Yeah. So don't think that they have any followers or any. They've caused mayhem because she that believes that now what can give them money now is nothing else but kidnapping have joined the chorus. So now they get money and they give to these people. So these people kidnap for them. If you recall years back, they kidnapped one man that time. You know, they kidnapped her daughter. She gave them a basket of akara, and that was when this nonsense was emerging. Yes. So hold that. That is what is going on in the East now. My brother-in-law, someone working for him, was coming with a worker, in Imo State. One of us another but Jane was it won't the can it won't sorry. It's I think on this side. It won't was in I gave a the single new cap and I go on about Jane by Jane so I don't know about was about but only by Jane. You know? So keep that aside as well. Some people have without a kidnap they kidnap these people and then they ask for or request for ransom. Now where does the exchange take place? The back of the military checkpoint or police checkpoint. Also hold that. Now that should align you or allude that to what Abacha once said, that any insurgents that lasted for 48 hours didn't take it to the bank, Aka government in there. Always said that. Even before I became aware of Abacha's statement, I have always known that. I said to myself that any location, any environment, the people come together. We're forming vigilantes. Such thing can never happen in our village. Go around there. Go and make your survey. Such thing will never happen. Any environment, the police force or whoever said there will be no crime here, go and check it. There will be insurgents. Never happen. Any environment, the police force or whoever said there will be no crime going on in the East, these criminals are working with some politicians, the government in there. Which will then take me to the leader of these kidnappers, these terrorists, yeah? This little imbecile, Nona Finland. For years, he has managed to call my name. After I'm that boy, for myself, but let's leave respect. Let's leave age by the side. He has managed to call upon Nnamdi Kanu. You said Nnamdi Kanu is you are his disciple. You are the kind of disciple. You insult his wife. You insult his child.
You started everything, madam.
You insult his family. You insult his structure. IPOB. Now,
you start everything. You start on.
For years, I've just alluded or connected or just talk about their nonsense, automatic stupidity that they're into. And that was not enough. In fact, it was enough for me because he's a child. He's a little child to me. Now he behaves like a little child and you know these naughty children now, but millionaires will have a lot of if you knew such children in their village, you know, growing up, and they were naughty children then. So this person, when you're having a shower, or whatever, somebody calls and says, "Oh, you know what I heard? I'm coming now." He will jump out and come and talk and speak rubbish. Number one, he's not comprehensive enough. He's not comprehensive, one. And I managed to connect that to Trisomy 21. Mazi, I want people to check what Trisomy 21 is. T for Tango, R for Romeo, I for India, S for Sierra, O for Oscar, M for Mama, Y for Yankee, 21, number 21. Now, that is a genetic disorder. If you look at this little boy, that disorder, and that makes him behave like, what is that disorder? Is a portion, is a third chromosome 21. You know, when it happens to a person, that person will have a moderate intellectual disability, growth retardation, and some characteristic facial features. So if you look at this boy in Finland, you would see that he escaped that disorder. Now, with all due respect to the Trisomy 21, because in this country, if you go to supermarkets, you will see them working there. If you go to a bank, you will see them there. They're doing one thing or another. You go to the council, you will see them doing some jobs, doing something, pushing some stuff. Why is that the case? Because they have been trained. In this country, and they have special care.
Yeah, they have a special schools.
Thank you.
Even though it's a form of learning difficulty, but they have been so well trained and mannered that it's almost concealed, and their characters sometimes can be very, very, impeccable. And I just want to add to what you said. That the Buffon in Finland is an intellectual dwarf. He's got nothing to offer. Absolutely.
Not really. But that facial features. So if you look at this boy in Finland, you would see that is his facial features. So he escaped by 25%. Now, to analyze that is why I don't pay him no attention. But I will come to him I will fit. I will round up in a short minute. Because of that, because he escaped. Had he had trisomy 21, with all due respect to the trisomy 21 children, they are sensible. How am I here now? Just as you have confirmed, they are trained, so they behave like human beings. They are okay. They fit into the society and behave civilized. So because Onyenka escaped from the disorder, I'm not so he was not given that special care.
He couldn't have gotten it from the zoo where he escaped from. As the animal he is, we know how I for one know how he ran away from the zoo.
So he's running around all over the place. Number one, he's working for the zoo government. This is the first time I'm calling Nigerian zoo. In fact, to be honest with you, I don't throw names.
No,
he's working for the Nigerian government. So his sense is number two. My husband, for those of you who are deaf, where is that boy from? And now that should tell you that boy has only maybe he's affiliated through his mother's lineage to Ebony. Take it to the bank. Keeping all of that aside, he's running around like a little child that is not a trained.
Nobody knows this village or hometown.
Before you know he's insulting Nnamdi.
Yes, Lord, you're very correct. When we come on Radio Biafra, we introduce ourselves and say the village or town where we come from and the province in Biafra land. This has no identity.
Mm-hmm.
So no originality.
Yes. So he just appeared from wherever he appeared from, having this disorder that can allow him to reason like a human being. And he's bringing you Biafra. Yes? He's bringing you Biafra now.
Maybe it's the cousin of Tinubu too, because Tinubu has a similar identity crisis.
Thank you. So now you're fighting for Nnamdi Kanu, yes. You could be fighting that now in your family, like a way family squabbles where you're having issues, and then maybe one of the family, the other family, your opponent, comes and takes your father away. You go to their house to rain fire and brimstone, isn't it? Would you fight your siblings or you begin to burn it down because somebody came and took your father? Is that what you would do?
But that's what you are doing now.
That is the height of criminality.
That is what you are doing.
Of impunity and the height of wickedness.
And foolishness. So it shows that you're not a member of that family.
He's having a problem with you. You are taking it upon yourself.
And go and fight for the release of your father, to recover your father from wherever he's held, yes? So that is me answering that part. Now, on the part of the intellectual disability and the stupidity and creating nuisance on social media, I and IPOB, we and Nnamdi Kanu and his family, we are fighting the government. We are busy, and I, for one, there's another little rascal lady that likes to call my name. There's nonsense going on now that Nnamdi Kanu, Nigerian government wants to release him to come and destroy what somebody. A psychiatric hospital to examine that the nonsense that shoots out from their mouth. You wonder, is this a so if Nnamdi Kanu is released, he's coming to destroy. What is that monkey? What is he doing? He's not doing anything. He is causing kidnapping. He's the leader of kidnappers and terrorists in Biafra land, and he's destroying Ali Igbo. And that's all I was after him.
He said.
They are confused on our attention things. I want his mates. Number one, That's 1, 2. A whim time. So we are busy resisting government. We are resisting the US government. UK government is busy playing paper tiger and playing like they don't know what they're doing. Meanwhile, they're doing a lot to us. And we are fighting on that front. You think it's by going to war? What can you sustain war with? You can't. So we go with our brains. We find the loopholes and we present it. Biafra will come and then the canon will be released, and all the people who are held in illegal detention and unknown places by the Nigerian terrorist government, they will be released. That is how we will go about it. So I am busy and burdened by the weight of our people. And I cry to God every night to please help us.
No, you need violence. No.
That they be protected.
Who need peace? Don't talk like this. You need violence.
So I've been busy now on all fronts to make sure that our people are protected. And resisting government.
You would have seek for peace. Not this one. I don't support you for this.
And I try to resist. So I've been busy with meetings and the government and resisting evil, both spiritually, politically, and otherwise. Therefore, you do not have the time to respond to him.
You are responding. You have the time.
Family, all of us, we don't have the time to respond to him. Now, having said that, this is when you're going to get responded to him. We haven't that we came to respond to him because that is his age. That is like an 8-year-old naughty child. And then that we came, little children into place. He puts them in order. If you misbehave, you put them in order. So to prove to you that Onya is not intellectually able, I will present Nnamdi Kanu's family will present Nnamdi Kanu to them, to him and his minions. His fellow imbeciles.
You would have gone to the radio Biafra opened by the family of Nnamdi
because they're all criminals anyway. So Nnamdi Kanu will have a challenge. So I have a full-blown broadcast on the 22nd of September. So between now and then, he should face the challenge. Yeah, Nnamdi Kanu now because Nnamdi Kanu has time. Nnamdi Kanu be very busy. So they can have a challenge on subject whatsoever. He's a Biafra leader or exile government because I think
Prime Minister.
As far as I'm concerned, exile government everything in diaspora. I went to America when the last person that they marched. There were 2 before him, I believe. So that became he's the prime minister. So IPOB is setting a challenge between the prime minister of exile in government people and
Prime Minister.
Yes, Prime Minister.
Somebody went on.
They would say, Prime Minister, Mazi, you have to be knowledgeable in a lot of areas, isn't it? So, you would debate politically with your opponent. So now we don't have time. So Nnamdi has all the time in the world. So they can debate. Nnamdi, what is 15 times 7?
105.
105. So if you
I bet you before and not after that in 10 seconds. And then Nnamdi just get the answer in less than 1.2 seconds.
So what is, if you turn 105 into time, what is that? If you put it into time.
Which amount of time?
Which amount of time? What amount of time would that give you? Not in days, because I know that will go into days.
Minutes?
Yeah, minutes. How many minutes would that give you?
Well, 1 hour and 45 minutes.
1 hour 45 minutes. Thank you, Nnamdi. You can go back to your room now.
Thank you so much, Nnamdi. You will soon have a space that you will teach.
Yeah. So let's have 1 hour 45 minutes challenge within Nnamdi on 7 subjects. Now he's intelligent, yeah. So the competition or challenge would be based on 1, economics, 2, politics, 3, history, yes, of countries. Now 4, geography. You need to know the country you want to work with, your allies, yeah. You need to know about them. So 4, geography, yes. 5.
Wife of Nnamdi Kanu.
What is 5 now? So you have reasoning. What's this reasoning thing? Qualitative and quantitative analysis.
Yeah.
So that is 6. Yes. And 5 is qualitative analysis. 6 is quantitative analysis.
History, he doesn't know.
Okay. I think I've called history, Mazi.
Okay.
So yeah. So economics, politics, history, geography, qualitative analysis, quantitative analysis. These are verbal reasoning, isn't it? So
as well, add basic mathematics and also.
Thank you, Mazi, because for those people
because
in Excel
are always grammatically rubbish.
Thank you. So if you pivot all these 6 subjects, topics rather, fields, then let's cap it with basic mathematics to pivot. When you pivot, so they can run all their analytics and result again with that. So that's why we have to add basic mathematics. Now, this is 7 topics Yeah, let the prime minister have challenge with Nnamdi. Nnamdi Kanu is 8 years old and he behaved like a little child. So Nnamdi Kanu is equal to him. So let them have that conversation and challenge. So if he's feeling okay, they can cap it with using musical instruments like guitar or piano to garnish. Yeah. Also, further, they can play chess together. So Nnamdi, yeah, IPOB and Nnamdi Kanu are presenting Nnamdi Kanu for presenting Nnamdi Kanu for a challenge between IPOB and the so-called imbecile that is intelligent enough to be a prime minister. I have no clue what that means. So, and that
let me sorry, man. Let me allow you catch your breath.
Oh.
Have a little sip of water.
Oh.
And I may add, I know you've really done justice.
Let me finish, and then let me finish this. So, in this 7 topics, Nnamdi Kanu has given us the time. It is 1 hour 45 minutes. So it is 15 minutes each.
Okay.
Thank you. So that is their challenge. If he lacks 5 minutes, that is all. That is the only answer I have for him and his fellow fools, imbeciles. They have no stance whatsoever. IPOB is all over the world. We are who we are, and we are indestructible.
Formidable. All you auto criminal.
So this is the interview from the wife of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You heard everything. In fact, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu wife, I want to say something that you forget saying that 2 radio Biafra na don't get. The family of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu get 1, DOS get 1, and now you choose the one of DOS. So which one is the family of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu you are calling? Is it the biological family or the ones that are working with barrister Aloy Ejimakor or the IPOB family in general? See, if you never know, IPOB does separate. They have shared, they have division now. Like this radio Biafra now, where it's for the broadcast now. There's another radio Biafra. Why did you talk about it? When will you go to the other radio Biafra to broadcast? And why the family of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu decide to go for another radio Biafra? You don't answer that question. And again, you also said that Aloy Ejimakor don't regard you because you and Simon Ekpa not be mates. You and Aloy Ejimakor not be mates. Let's be real. Let's be truthful. You and Aloy Ejimakor not be mates. It's not obvious that anybody when they quarrel with or when not they good test with DOS, the person automatically become your enemy. And for the first lady, when you want rule Biafra, the first lady of a nation not supposed to talk the way they talk. Imagine including your little boy into this conversation. No. You people need to share this video again to the wife of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu wife is forgetting the first interview when you want make. 2022, when the Biafra prime minister say Simon Ekpa say make anybody not attack her, make anybody not insult her. All what they should focus on is on Nigerian government. You don't forget so soon. When will you bring peace to this Biafra? When do you like what is going on right now? Instead of people to start sharing the video of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's head, your husband that you say she has not seen sleep for weeks. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has not slept for weeks. We heard it from you. And you cannot raise alarm. Let people be writing this about that. But all what they are writing now, shining all their energy on Simon Ekpa just because there is conflict. I thought you should know better. I thought you should learn to seek peace instead of violence. You want to bring your son to do what? Oh my goodness. To talk with Simon Ekpa that you say you don't have his time. I now believe that Simon Ekpa really have your password. He just activated you and you just spring up. He activates you. Come on. What is all this? From one problem to another, you coming to settle issues, but rather you want to distrust everything. You are no longer taking permission, or you are not talking with Barrister Ejimakor because he don't regard you as the wife of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Only Barrister Maswell regards you. Only Barrister Maswell respects you. But no truth. You and Barrister Ejimakor not be mates. You want people to really regard you as the wife of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? You want people to respect you as the wife of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Come on, change it. Change all these tactics. People will love you. People will cherish you. People will want to hear your voice. But all these things you are doing on Radio Biafra, come on. 1 + 1, 2 + 2, 4. Oh, my child is this. This say Simon Ekpa that you say is not normal. You want to compete with your son? Does that mean your son is not also normal? If Simon Ekpa is not normal and your son also want to have competition with Simon Ekpa, that means Simon Ekpa and your son, they are not normal. You automatically tell the world that your son is not normal. What is all this? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu wife, you can do more than this. With due respect, you can do more than this, and we expect more than this from you. Please. Abba, it's just too much. Say something else. Let people know about the wife of your husband instead of this. Because this interview is so childish. Honestly, it's nothing to write home about. Look at what Barrister Maswell said about the health condition of your husband, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He was crying, he was weeping, he want to expose the DSS, he want to do this, he want to do that. But you just come and talk about Simon Ekpa and give Simon Ekpa all the credits and all the attention. Later, people will say, why are you people listening to Simon Ekpa? Nah, this is what we don't do now. People call, they go, they search for Simon Ekpa again. Learn. As Simon Ekpa just activate to say, come out for Radio Biafra, again, come make broadcast, you just jump up the next day. But mind you, as I said before, now 2 Radio Biafra don't do so. You choose the one for DOS. Does that mean that the one for DOS is the perfect Radio Biafra? And you say you try to convince your husband about Barrister Ejimakor. If you can convince your husband about Barrister Ejimakor and towards the interview Barrister Ejimakor granted, what happened next? What happened to Barrister Ejiofor? Come on. So my beautiful family, this is the interview from the wife of Mazina. Let me just drop my own 2 cents, okay? Thank you so much. Please do well to share this video, like and subscribe. I still remain your one and only progress the analysis. I bring out the updates to you back to back. Thank you and bye-bye.